Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. This week has been a very interesting week, and I hope it'll be more interesting or less boring, whatever. I, Hopefully, you guys had a good week. Everything went well for you in your life and everything as well. I will be starting physical therapy for my shoulder area over here. It seems to be some torn ligaments, and in order for me to try to figure out what's really going on, I had to go to physical therapy. I got to get an X-ray, go to physical therapy, and then get an MRI. And then they can figure out what to do. So I'll be starting that process as usual. But anyway, this has been one hell of a week emotionally. Worrying about all this, and finally I'm starting to make plans to getting things done. But when you get older, you can't think. Sometimes you have to act on certain things. And the funny thing about being a male, sometimes we neglect our health a lot until it's too late. For example, this shoulder has been bothering me for technically the last 10 years at least. I should have took care of it a long time ago. But now it's probably gotten worse and worse over the years, and probably put me more on the shelf a little bit more. But who knows? But anyway, that's enough about my life a little bit. Everything, but thing is, everything will go well. Trust me, everything. But that's not what you really want to talk about, right? Well, I'm pretty sure you want to know what happened in my life. But you want to know what I did this week, or what I got in this week. This week came in a couple stages. Okay, let's get started. Picked up Phoenix number 1. Want to see what it's all about. Last time I remember, Jean Grey died, so maybe the Phoenix is coming back. I don't know. Still have about like 2 months worth of books to get through. Star Wars 48. Nightwing 115. Redcoat number 4. G.I. Joe number 8. I still haven't. Wow, it's been close to 8 months already. I still haven't cracked open G.I. Joe yet. Interesting. We got Destro number 2. And last but not least, we got Usagi Yojimbo, The Crow Part 4 or 5. Which is a very awesome thing. Well, that's not it. This week, picked up the Retro Eel. I had this when I was a kid in the OG.I. Joe 3 and 3/4 line. I had him as a kid. Only have one of them. I wish I had more, but want to try to get one more of these. And, just to, that's my goal. See what happens. Picked up Night Creeper, brand new. This is a new packaging, and it's kind of hit and miss, but it looks sleeker. Yeah, A little bit slimmer. It's probably a little slimmer than the old packaging, which is good, but at least you can see what's in it. And I also had this figure when I was a kid, and I want to get at least one or two more of these. The thing about it is that we love troop building. I'm not going crazy with it like some people, but it is what it is. Doc, I had him when I was a kid, and this is the new updated Doc. Looks really awesome. Funny story about Doc. Back in the day when it was a 3 3/4 line, my dad bought it. My dad bought this figure, you know, because I saw him on the TV. The funny thing is, he wasn't even in the TV show that much. They showed Lifeline, which is, in my opinion, was kind of boring. Doc had a little bit more. To me, it was. But then again, there could be reasons. My father was like, huh, I have no problem. You know, he was like, he was kind of proud to buy this for me when I was a kid. I wonder why. But then again, you know, different time period. And the weird thing about it is the fact that I'm a lot older. And so when I talk about things that are today wasn't like that when I was a kid in the 80s. The 80s, okay? So for me to have this figure was really a great thing. I saw this on TikTok and I said, interesting. I might as well pick it up. Went to Target and I found this Red Hulk. Ironically, there's a new Captain America film that just dropped a teaser and the Red Hulk is in it. I wonder why they re-released this. Possibly tie-in? Well, not a tie-in. Not really a tie-in, but you know, it's kind of nice to get another Hulk. This next one, there's a little bit of history to this one. This is the Shield. I call it the Shield Trio, but it's based off the Captain America series. Got Dum Dugan, Nick Fury, both versions. We got old school classic David Hasselhoff. I call it that. If you know, you know. And we got the Samuel Jackson. And we got Sharon Carter. I bought this about a month ago. Had it in the trunk of my car and totally forgot about it. It wasn't until the other day. Tomorrow I'll be going grocery shop. I went grocery shopping a couple of days ago. I had to buy some cases of water. Then I had to rearrange my trunk, and this popped up. I'm like, where was this? I thought I lost it, but it was in my car the whole time. Here's the thing. Should I do an unboxing of some of these stuff? Or should I just keep it to myself? I don't know. I might film it inside later. Who knows? But this thing just came out recently. And we're talking about Wheels of Vengeance. If you know, you know. Look at this. Ghost Rider. Based off of Danny Ketch. Now the hilarious part was I read this book for about a couple years when it first came out. Because they, you know, Johnny Blaze. Oh my gosh. Johnny Blaze was the original one and they wanted to update Ghost Rider and they wasn't the same character to a certain extent, but a Ghost Rider nonetheless. Now they're making them all connected to some reason. But this bad boy is so nice. This one of the stores I go to, he posted on Instagram. I said, "Oh my gosh, that's here." He goes, "Yeah." I said, "If I find this in the store, I'm picking it up right away." And this was their last one. I have no idea if this is going to show up. Even with this one, this has been out specialty stores for over a month. I have yet to see this in a Target or Walmart. So I don't. So that's why I bought them at my local toy shop, because, and comic book stores. There's no guarantee I'll find it. There's no guarantee that you'll find these in the big box stores. There's no guarantee whatsoever. But guess what? That's not it. So mail calls. I'm debating. Well, I'm going early tomorrow morning. I'm going grocery shopping. I'm debating if I'm going to go to the gym tomorrow. I went today, and it wasn't that bad because I was working on legs, so that wasn't that big of a deal. Except for my knees was killing me, and my hips. But tomorrow is upper body. And whenever I work my upper body, my shoulder kills. So, but luckily I do have some some pain meds for that. But you know, I gotta try to keep it healthy-ish in a way. So I don't know if I'm gonna do that or not. But this book right here, I saw this the other day online, and I was like, I have to get this. I have to get this. This is an old book, very old book. How old is this book? I'm not showing it to you yet, because I'm curious how old this book is. Ooh. Ooh, wow. That's a movie that brings me back memories. 1977. I was 6 years old when this book came out. That kind of dates stuff. This kind of dates things significantly. And every now and then, I love when I find old books like this. I always try to pick it up because I never had this book before. Never had it. So it's in my collection now. It's in not the best condition. That's why I got it at a very good price. You know, I tried, with some books like this, I try not to buy the best condition because I kind of, I don't really care about it. I just wanted to have the book. And what book it is? Dr. Doom and Magneto Supervillain Team Up. Number 14. Yep. Look at that price tag. 30 cents. When I was 6 years old, comic books was 30 cents. Imagine that compared to the $5 today. $4 to $5 today. All these books. $4.99. $4.99. $4.99. $3.99. $3.99. It's funny. Most Image books are cheaper than Marvel and DC. $3.99. This one's $4.99. But the thing about this, Usagi Yojimbo is a great story. Very, very good story. I haven't yet, in the 30 odd years I've been reading him on and off, I've never had a boring ass story. Never. But then again, if you're into like samurais and stuff like that, then you will love it. If not, it's not for you really. But this, 30 cents. Nice. And this is look at that. The Avengers bound down to Dr. Doom. That's classic stuff. kind of want to read it. Oh, okay. This book finally came in. Speaking of G.I. Joe, back in the 80s, after during the Sunbow series and everything else, Marvel Comics had the license to G.I. Joe, and Larry Hama was writing it for the majority. He wrote majority of it. For issues 1 through 155, he wrote about 80% of that, as far as I remember. And tell you the truth, a lot of G.I. Joe books was not that boring. It wasn't very boring. Now, if you compare the comic books to the cartoon was kind of boring compared to the comic books. But then again, back in the day, you realize that the cartoon was a half an hour commercial for you to buy the toys. Same thing with He-Man, G.I. Joe, Transformers. Since there was a toy line attached to a TV show, it was a commercial to buy their product. And it worked too, trust me. I was all in. My Christmases was really great. Until I got a little bit older in the late 80s. But anyway. After that, G.I. Joe languished around and another company picked it up about almost 20 some years later. Image Comics picked it up, and of course I read it too. I read it there. What was it called? Black? What publishing company was it called? I can't remember. Can't remember the publishing company. But I remember this guy named Josh Blaylock was writing it. But then after that, they lost it, and then another company, IDW. But the funny thing is, the Image run of G.I. Joe, it was hit and miss. I was like, yeah. And you know what happens when I don't like a book anymore? I put it down. Never to be seen again. Then it went to another company called IDW, in which they had it for a while. Larry Hama was writing it. If I would knew Larry Hama was writing it, I would have picked that thing up. But I saw it on the shelves. I'm like, I'm done with G.I. Joe. Until I saw a video from this guy named Viper Island. Now, of course, I did a video on his channel about his channel. And if you saw it, great. If not, okay, no big deal. He ignited my love for G.I. Joe. So I've been trying to collect a lot of G.I. Joes. A lot of G.I. Joe. If you notice on this channel right here, you see I got a lot of G.I. Joe books. I picked up a lot of G.I. Joe books now. So now from issues 1 to 155, I probably got 25% of the whole entire run now. Probably. Maybe. Never sat down and actually thought about it. And one day I will have to, but not today. So, as you know, G.I. Joe was relaunched under Skybound. Skybound or Skyhook? Skybound. At issue 300. So I was like, I wonder what some of these are looking like. So I found this for a decent price. G.I. Joe 200. Optimus Prime on the cover. So right then and there, when I saw this, instant pickup. Instant pickup. Instant pickup. You know, that was a lot. That was a lot to digest a lot that I picked up this week. That was a lot. In the past week and a half, I picked up a lot of stuff, especially in figures. And I love every single moment of it. Every single moment. I'm thinking about doing a video that's kind of related to what I do, my hobby or hobbies, but I haven't figured out how to perfect it yet or how I want to do it. But once I'll probably do it in the next couple of days and I'll put it out. And which means I got to rearrange some videos that I had planned on releasing, which is fine. No big deal. It's YouTube. I can say, this day. But anyway, with that being said, thanks for sticking with me for this 22 minutes. While I jibber jabber on hobbies I collect. Wow. I'm kind of tired. And I kind of want to go to bed. But it's only like but it's only not even 10 o'clock yet. It's not even 10 o'clock yet, really. Or maybe it is. Oh yeah, it just hit 10 o'clock here. So with that being said, thanks very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. And I'll definitely see you in another one.